Hello, this is Ironically Patrick, and I'm going to show you how to build a basic starter keep or tower or castle just for when you're doing a survival game and you're just starting out, just a way for you not to die. So let's change our view because everybody hates third person view when you're actually playing the game. And you're usually starting out in a world, you may have done a little bit of gathering of materials. What I try to do is I'll try and find myself a good high point of land, just somewhere where I can look around me and make sure that I'm not going to be in a bad spot. I've got the monsters turned off for now, but typically I wouldn't. So you're doing all of this with creepers. We hate creepers. And all kinds of little other monsters and monster toids running around like baby zombies, who we hate as well. So we're going to go ahead and trim back this little piece of dirt right here. Looks like a pretty good spot for us to build our fortress. And as it so happens, look at that, a handy dandy chest filled with all of the things that we're going to need to build this. Wow, that's amazing that we found that, isn't it? Oh, some of it fell off the side of the mountain here. So again, this is a good place to build. I thought I'd build over in this corner just because it's kind of nice. So typically when I do this, I'll build a foundation. So we're going to do a 5x5 structure, something basic, not too big. And I'll usually build it one block off the ground, because if you don't, those baby zombies will jump in through the windows if they ever see you and kill you inside your house. That's just annoying. So I'll usually build the structure like this. I'm going to have it facing off in this direction over here, so I'll usually just put a piece of board in there for the door, and then I'll make the floor out of board as well. Okay, so that's the basic start. So then, just because I like to be stylish, we'll build that first corner. I usually build it 4 high to allow room for the ceiling. So we're just going to do some little jumping stacks here to get up the sides of the building. And again, you can notice this is fairly quick all in all to build this out. So far we've got our 4 pillars to support it. And again, because I'm stylish, I'll build that border in between the floors out of the timbers themselves because it kind of looks cool. You don't agree with me? Too bad. This is what I'm building. So this will be a structure for you to live in. And if you're running out of time, or you don't want to take the time, or you don't have the materials, or whatever the case may be, you just don't care, you could just build a structure just like this with the roof, some simple walls. I'll usually use a little spot on the sides for windows. And you can simply just live right in this one-story structure if you like. Okay, so on this wall, since this is the way the door is going to be, I'll probably want to leave a hole for the door. But each of these side walls is just a simple window so you can look out there if you want to look out there and see what's going on. Isn't that perfect? Okay, now the other thing I like to do is out in the front of the building, I'll usually build a 1-block step, because if you don't, it's sometimes hard for us amateur players to get inside the door. And I stink at doing that, so I always put a step there. It's just easier. So here I am inside my building. This could be enough for you to start your day in, to start your life, and it'd be safe enough from monsters and whatnot that you could just live here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually continue my structure and show you how easy this is to build. Here would be the second floor, again on the corners. Oh, I hate when I put blocks out when I don't mean to. I got a stupid little weird lag on my building and creating stuff, so I apologize about that. So here we're building the second floor. Again, 4 posts up, 4 blocks up, whatever you want to call it. The posts are 4 high. And we've got the basic structure just about built. Okay. So now for this one, because I'm going to do kind of a little bit of a overhang on the top layer so that you can't get spiders crawling up and knocking you off the top of your tower, I'm not going to do this. Why am I doing this? I forgot. Okay. Oh, don't care about that. Just a drop block. Okay, so now we're going to build the sides of it again. Now again, we're not going to put a door up here unless you like jumping out the first floor of a door. But that's your option. If you want to jump like that, you go right ahead. This is just going to be a window. And usually what I do at the second floor is where I put my bed, so I can sleep off the rough nights here in Minecraft. I'll put chest in here sometimes for like gold and special materials that I might find, especially early on in the game. Just about done with the second story. Bam. Well, I knew it was doing that. So we're just about done. Whoops, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Alrighty. Back up, here we go. So what I'll do in this second story is I'll build out little bump outs on each of the posts. Get in our crouch mode, lean over, I build a little square of this stuff, overhanging. This is what helps prevent spiders from ruining your day. Because spiders will always ruin your day when you're sitting up here observing the world and they climb up there and knock you off your tower. That just messes up the day. Almost done. And right here, and right here. We almost got one more corner here to go. Again, making sure not to fall off. We use our crouch mode, so it's a lot easier than just leaning out. Alright, so we've got that part built. So I usually will put a little cool little feature, put those timbers in between again. Just makes it look a little more interesting from the outside. Not a requirement. You can put whatever material there you want. If you just want to put some stone rings up there, that's fine too. And then I just finish out the top here with board. So you have a flat floor and a ceiling on your room upstairs. Oh, if I could hit the right buttons. Hit the right things. I promise I've done this before. Alrighty, almost done. And don't forget, you gotta leave the hole for your ladder. And I'll put one more piece of ladder right there so that I can get up here. Of course I didn't do that. Here is the ladder. Okay. The last thing I usually will do is I'll put a corner piece on the ends. Make it look a little bit cooler, like a parapet type of thing. Now, lastly but not least, I'll get out my torches, and I will always put torches up here on the top, because if you don't, there's a chance that you'll spawn some stupid monster like a creeper that we hate. And remember, all creepers must die. So we go back down here. We gotta put some light in this story as well. I don't have a bed on me, so we won't worry about the bed, but I'll put a bed in here oftentimes, and I'll put a chest in here too. So here's the chest. And down to the second, from the second to the first floor, put a chest here. And then just so I have all of the things I need in life, I'm just going to put those couple things there. That's kind of handy for us. And that is our tower. So let's go outside. We're going to take a look at it and see what it looks like. There is our tower. It's really nice to live in. You're pretty safe in there. You don't have to worry about baby monsters, baby zombies jumping in through your windows. It's high enough up so that you can see the area around you. You can jump in here, keep the door closed. Monsters can't get in. You can do some retreat up here. If you get a zombie breaking in the first floor, you can just live up here for a little while until they go away. And you've got a nice area up here on the top of the tower to take a look around and see what's around you and keep an eye on all of the monsters that might be annoying you. And again, don't fall off the top. Alright, so that's our basic tower. I hope you've enjoyed your time with Ironically Patrick. We will show you the tower from another point of view, just because everybody likes to see the pig in the suit. I hope you've enjoyed our little building process here. If you have any questions, please hit me up. Hit the like button if you'd like. We'll talk to you again soon. This is Ironically Patrick.